Hello. Ah, hello everybody. Oh my. Alright. Let people know that my stream is live. Alrighty. Okay, gotta let people know the stream is live. It's actually really funny. I'm streaming tonight, which means I'm missing seeing Pippa reveal her feet. But I'll just catch the VOD later. Alright. Aw, Jack's retweeted my tweet. Jack retweeted my retweet. That's funny. Alright. Ah. Oh my gosh. Some of these memes I see online are hilarious. Let's get started. Okay. Hello. Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing today? It's been so long since I've seen all of you. Yeah. I really need to start announcing at the end of one stream when the next stream is going to be, just so my viewers know when to expect me. I'm sure Nabaru and Silva will wander on through at some point. I'll poke Silva real quick, see if Silva will drop by. Okay. Should take that off a chop chat and have it show live chat so I can get all of the things in case we get a bot come wandering into stream. So I've been getting set up, like, because I've been thinking of the future, and I want to keep thinking of the future and stuff, preparing for what I'm gonna do next. And I've been getting set up with to play PS2 games on stream, and that's been an entire adventure. And being a mech pilot VTuber, the obvious choice of which game to play would be something like some kind of thing with mechs in it, with giant robots, like a Super Robot Wars or something. That reminds me, was there a Super Robot Wars OG on the PS2? Check. That's actually got me confused. I'm actually interested. No, that's not it. I could have swore there was one on the PS2. Oh, maybe it was on the PlayStation. Yes, there was OG original generations. It was a combination of both the first and the second Super Robot Wars games. I've seen the anime, but it could still be fun to play through, so that might be something to do. But yeah, I've been looking at what to do for doing some gameplay on stream. And testing a PS2 emulator. And like, so the question I'm running into is like, do I take the risk and just emulate all of the PS2 Armored Core games, because that's what I'm looking at doing, and then just play through all of the Armored Core games from start to finish? You know, playing through all of the Armored Core 3 games, that entire series, going from 3 to Silent Line to Nexus to Last Raven. When what is interesting is I personally own 3 and Last Raven. I don't own Silent Line and and Nexus, but I've heard that Silent Line is one of the best games in the series. But the big thing that holds back 3 and Silent Line is that they have a very outdated control scheme. But Last Raven has a great story, has branching endings, and has um, a more updated and much more functional control scheme that uses both analog sticks. So the question I keep asking myself is, do I just want to skip straight to Last Raven? Do I just want to skip straight to Last Raven and be like, ha da da, and because it's going to be a much more enjoyable playing experience and possibly a better viewing experience. Hey Silva, welcome. I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to let you know I was streaming because I realized I didn't say anything last night. Welcome. So I have been, because I'm looking forward to what to do next. I'm hoping to finish working on this first draft sometime this week. So then in the coming weeks, I've been looking at what I want to do on stream, if I want to go back to doing more writing, because I do enjoy doing writing, and that's become a thing that I've become kind of known for. So I'm not going to stop doing writing streams, but I've been asking myself if I wanted to introduce some more gaming streams. And so I've been working these past couple days getting set up to be able to stream playing PS2 games. So I was just brainstorming, because like being a mech pilot VTuber, right? And someone who's very into RPGs, thinking about what kind of games could I do. I've been right now I am set up to stream. Yeah. Right now I'm set up to stream Armored Core 3, and I'm just wondering. So I don't know how familiar you are with the PS2 era Armored Core games, but the 4 mainline Armored Core games on the PS2 that came to America were 3. Well, okay. We don't talk about 2 because 2 was kind of in its own bubble. But there's 3, Silent Line, Nexus, and Last Raven. And their stories flow from one into the next. So I was debating, do I just play through all of them, start at 3 and work my way forward? But the thing is, Last Raven is one that I do physically. I physically own copies of 3 and Last Raven, so like I can legally play them. But I realize there's a lot of like gray area when it comes to streaming. It's close. It's Real Robot. It's Armored Core is Real Robot, so it's in the same category as Gundam. But so the thing is, I've heard that Armored Core 3 and Armored Core 3 Silent Line are like 2 of the best games in the franchise story-wise. But the games are held back by a very outdated control system that you can't really fix without remapping all of the buttons on your controller. So I've been kind of like struggling with it. Like, do I want to force myself to slog through 3 and Silent Line to see this amazing story? Or do I just jump straight to Last Raven, which was one of my favorites? Like, Last Raven was the one I played the most. I could check the PSP versions. I don't know. I haven't run a PSP emulator in a long time. There's PSP versions of 3 and of Silent Line, but if I want to play through the 4 games in that series, I'm gonna need a save file that I'm carrying over from one to the other, which requires me playing the PS2 versions. I was also thinking, in more of a Super Robot-y feel, I could play. Did Last Raven make it to portable? And could you carry your save file over from one to the next in those ones? Oh, let me see. Uh, okay. But they don't have Nexus. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I did not know there was a breakthrough in fusion energy. What is this breakthrough of fusion energy you mentioned about? I think there's 2.5 megajoules of energy at a particle or something, and it returned 3 megajoules. Interesting. Fusion energy breakthrough. Oh, something just came out 3 hours ago. What? 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 Okay, so U.S. Department of Energy announced Tuesday a monumental milestone in nuclear fusion. Research on net energy gain was achieved for the first time in history by scientists from the Lawrence. They put this on the most impressive feats of the 21st century. Shrink this national and ignition allows us to replicate certain conditions only found in the stars and the sun. The milestone moves us one significant step closer to the possibility of a zero carbon abundance fusion energy powering our society. So, okay, I can explain some of what this is, but, so, yeah. So what happens is, yes. So, I've done some research on this before this, because it was an interesting topic to me. I like mechs, I like giant robots, and mechs usually have some kind of fusion cores. Um, and for a long time, they've been chasing this goal of getting a net gain. But in order to make it more achievable, they've set the bar really low, where they're saying, we want there to be more energy coming out than energy going in. But that's not counting the energy needed to run the equipment to start the entire process. So they weren't counting that. And one thing that a lot of realists and a lot of people who are not cynical but trying to take a realistic view on energy generation in the future was saying, even if we achieve that holy grail of getting a net energy gain, right? We still have to go further, even further beyond that, in order to generate more energy than what it takes to run the equipment in order to fire it up. And also, in order to conserve energy and keep costs low, they're firing up these reactors for seconds at a time and recording the data. It's going to take a lot more robust systems and a lot more sturdy construction in order to design a reactor that's going to be able to run for more than a few seconds at a time, in order to design a reactor that can go and design a reactor that's going to be able to function continuously and then have continuously feeding fuel and all of that stuff in order to keep the reaction going. Yes. So, but this is still something to be celebrated. They got a net gain, which is something they've been chasing for years. If they can isolate what caused the net gain and work on building it, like some people have said, once you get to a net gain, it's just a matter of scaling it up. But there's a lot more caveats to that. Today's been interesting. I spent a lot of it sleeping, then I did some dishes. Shower. I shaved, which was nice. And I had this interesting thing happen where, like, I wanted to call down the steps to tell people downstairs I was going to be shaving, so if anyone had to use the bathroom, they need to do it now before I actually got in the shower. And so I didn't want to go all the way down the steps, so I walked halfway down the steps, and then I was going to stop and turn, and so I would be facing off the side of the steps, right? When I stopped, I guess I had too much momentum, and my body tried to stop, but my feet slipped out from under me as I just kept going, and because I was wearing socks, and it just slipped off the sides of the steps, and I was about halfway down the steps, so I didn't fall very far, and thankfully I didn't land on my phone or anything. I was really worried I was going to crush my phone, but I don't know if I damaged my headphone case. Yeah, wood floors. So that happened. I like scraped my elbow. I'm a little bit sore and achy. But overall I'm okay. It was more embarrassing than anything else. Yeah, well, it gets cold, okay? I might get some grippy socks. I might look into getting some grippy socks. I'll probably have to like order them from like some hospital wholesale or something. I remember Crisis Core. You're playing the remake? Okay, I could probably get them from. Alright, I get them from Amazon. The core is crisising. Yes. So what do you think about the core crisising? Does it change stuff? Does it change any of the story, or is it just like a scaled up, expanded game? Ooh. So I thought uh I needed I need a Dirge of Cerberus remake and relive those incredibly creative character names like Blue the Blue, Red the Red. It's pretty good so far. It might change the story due to what 7 has done. Ah, is it a tie-in to 7, or is it its own, or is it like okay, I know that Crisis Core is a tie-in to 7, but I mean, is this connected to the 7 remake? Because I know in the 7 remake they like said that Zack is alive and stuff. So like, what is that doing? After you go after Gak, yes, you have to go after Gak. So there is a full English translation of of Super Robot Wars OG original generations. Is it a full patch? They could do some Super Robot Wars. That's still an RPG dealing with super robots and stuff. Well, the new Super Robot Wars costs money. I would be getting this. I would be playing on my PS2 emulator, which I probably like. There's no way for me to buy Super Robot Tyson OG original generation. Yeah, Super Robot Wars 30. That would be exciting. But that's outside. Like it's on my Steam wish list, but I'm just glad that the PS2 emulator doesn't overheat my computer. Most modern games, even games that are like old or whatever, running them had a negative impact. I ran a test today for like 15 minutes where I was playing Armored Core 3 while recording myself playing, while having my model up and face tracking on. And my CPU stayed at a really good temperature, which was nice. Ugh. Alrighty. Let's get right into it. Talking about Super Robot Wars and impossible games, but I want to finish this first draft before I pick up any games for a while. I've been doing this draft to the exclusion of almost everything else. It has been an absolute, not nightmare, but it has been a challenge. Someone, I think it was Sam, who's been in here before, Sam Channel, and mentioned the other day, a while back, was like, you know, I thought you said your goal was 200 words. Now you're cranking out 2,000, and I'm like, well, the thing is, that's part of the challenge of National Novel Writing Month, is that it's not something that's sustainable for most people. Like, yeah, that's the pace you have to keep if you want to be a professional writer, but for your average person, that's not a realistic pace to keep up, and that's part of the excitement. It's like sprinting, you know, racing down the racetrack at full speed, putting everything you've got into running that race. All right. So, boop, let me get the chat over here so I can keep track of chat. All right, so, when I last left stream at the end of stream yesterday, I had just started chapter 22, and off stream last night I wrote chapter 22 out really well. I thought it was really well. Which explored this stuff with Orian struggling with being helpless and needing someone to help him out. And that gave me a chance to introduce and more flesh out this character that I'd introduced previously, but I hadn't done anything with. And I wanted more practice with writing a non-binary character, because I realized I didn't have any non-binary characters in my story at all, and non-binary people exist. So I wanted this to be a chance where we explored having a character who I used they them for, and I wanted to write this character in a way that it wasn't some kind of big distraction where we didn't like derail the story to make it a big deal that they were non-binary, but I just introduced it as part of the story, as part of like a given. And that was okay, and I think it went well. And this chapter featured a lot of stuff where it was like Orion coming to terms with what happened and finding out that the world isn't ready to give up. At this point, when everything's gone wrong, their plan to save the universe has been blown up. The Star Hunters, in desperation, reached out to the governments of all the worlds that they protect and said, hey, we're losing and we need help. We need pilots. We need your best and brightest. We need your smartest and fastest. We need your strongest and most capable. And honestly, they expected a lot of these, they expected these governments to like argue with them, to make demands, to get in the way, or to do this. Now, this is where we get into like the fantasy side of it, because obviously in real world, yes, the governments would demand something in return if they're sending their people out to do this, right? They would demand something, but this is where it's fantasy, and we're kind of enjoying that it's fantasy, and it's like it's a Christmas miracle, you know, kind of, that the government decides to cooperate with people. And like Orion is around Star Hunter Galactic Command and getting to see all of the other trainees going through the accelerated training program they put together. Find out that Orion's been going in and out of consciousness for about 2 weeks. And in that time, they've had massive classes of trainees come and go, come through. And at the end of the chapter, Orion finds out that 30% of the Star Hunters, of the people who were Star Hunters at the time of the last big battle that he was in, were either killed in action, permanently crippled, or left because they gave up all hope. And even more than that, have been dealing with a loss of hope and motivation, where they are losing their will to fight. And as they're losing their will to fight, their Star Hunter machines are dragging along and becoming weak, and they're becoming a hindrance and a liability on the battlefield, and getting themselves injured and hurt. 16 new medical wards had to be constructed at Galactic Command to take in all of the injured people and all of the new injuries that are coming in from the battlefield. But this is offset by this new, older, more experienced, more capable class of trainees that are coming in and trying to like bolster everyone's morale. So that was chapter 22. So now we're going to chapter 23. Chapter 23, this one's going to be interesting because chapter 23 is the hero takes action and rallies others, right? So this is where the hero takes that power within and takes action, does something with that power within. And then next chapter 24 is Converge, where all of these plot lines and all of these things from the plot twists and the pinches and everything else comes to a head and converges in chapter 24. Then we go into block 9, which is where the story starts to end, right? With the battle, the climax, and the resolution. So what I have for this chapter is my notes for this chapter is that Orion inspires the other Star Hunters to share their personal goals and things they want to live/fight for. As they all remember what they are fighting for, Star Hunter machines begin to regain power, give speech sharing the meaning behind the motto and what it means to him. So this is another thing that this is another thing that we have to come up with, and we have to like, I want Orion to be doing like some kind of group activities of some kind with some of the injured Star Hunters to help them like regain their motivation and their will to fight, and to remind them of what they're fighting for. Because Orion has found out that like the power within that Orion's found is that the universe isn't ready to roll over and die yet. And he has to take that and make use of that to do something with it. So let's see what comes together here. I don't have a solid idea of what it is that Orion's going to do. Like, I don't have a solid idea what it is that Orion's going to do that's going to really like work with this. But I'm kind of winging it, and we're gonna see what comes together. Yes, I'm getting closer and closer to the finish line. Sam, how are you doing? Right now we're on chapter 23 and out of 27. So we are very close to the finish line. I'm really hoping to have this first draft done this week. I'm hoping, I'm pushing for it, and then I'm going to be taking a break from writing for a little while just to recuperate from and work on some other projects, some game development, some gaming, and some other stuff. But how are you doing, Sam? What have you been up to? Have you made any more shorts and videos recently? Well, I mean, I've been doing this for more than a week, but I want to get it done at some point within this week, so that way I can take the rest of time between now and New Year's to just not think about it, and then start in the new year with editing and rewrites and the second draft. Apparently, because I've been streaming myself writing, I'm probably going to have to do self-publishing for this. Oh, that's great, Sam. But yeah, apparently since I've been streaming this, because I didn't know this, but there's a thing called first rights, which is what publishers buy, which is the right to the first public release of a story, of a piece of media. And somebody told me that because I'm streaming the writing process and actually streaming the words that I'm writing, that would count as having given away first rights. But I'm like, I'm not streaming everything. Like, I write between streams, you know. I write arguably more off stream than I do on stream. But I do give a recap of what's happened since last stream, so I guess. Um, but the whole first rights thing is only really an issue if I was trying to sell it to a publisher, which I wasn't super hopeful about anyway. But I might try. I might try and once I have a draft that I feel is really well put together, I might try pitching it to a publishing company and just being like, hey, I streamed myself writing it. Does that count? Would you count that as having given away first rights? You think so, Sam? Yeah, you're right. It is. That's one thing where it's like it's this gray area where like it's not readable. You can't just go through the stream and then read the entire book. You'd have to go through multiple streams in multiple hours. Like I would need to take down the thing I posted on my Discord because my Discord isn't a. I posted the first half on Discord for people to read and give input on. So I might have to take that down or just say I'm not gonna put the rest of it up there on Discord. But like I still want people to read and give feedback and share it, you know? I don't like that sentence. But you said you're almost ready to do your to release your visual novel. That's really exciting. Have you gone through? Are you going to be self-publishing your visual novel, or I don't know what's involved with releasing a visual novel. If they even have publishing houses for visual novels. Oh, okay. Have you had any interactions with anyone from there before? Oh, you're doing self-publishing. That's cool. Isn't there like a lot involved with that with like copyright and all that stuff? Okay. Operate for our work without ever having filled in. Okay, I don't know. I don't know how all of that works. That's one thing that I'm gonna have to be figuring out here soon, Sam. I've just been like trying to chug through and read it. You know, not read it, write it. That hasn't really accomplished anything. That whole passage didn't really accomplish anything towards the goal of the chapter. Huh. So here, what's happening in this scene is um, Orion has got a meeting with a lot of the other Star Hunters from the medical ward, and they've all got their medical aides as translators. And it's introducing this concept that the cyber undersuits that they were wearing, um, which I need to find a good name for them. I really need to find a good name. I'm calling them undersuits. I started calling them cyber suits. I really just need to decide on a name for them. But those weren't just like enhanced strength and speed and capabilities. It also interfaced with their mind and acted as the translators. That was like maybe not the source, but the expression of their powers. It also gave them their enhanced healing and enhanced durability and all of that other stuff. And was what allowed them to interface with their Star Hunter machines. It was at the core of their powers. And right now, Orion is without that because his body is too injured, and his body and mind are too injured and too weak to go to grab a hold of that power. So what I wanted to express here is Orion taking the other parts of what he gained of being a Star Hunter. Like he gained a giant robot, he gained a super suit, he gained, enhanced healing and durability, but he gained confidence. He gained the ability to meditate. He gained a drive and a passion he'd never had before. And I wanted to take a chapter to really express that power and saying that his power is more than just what he got from the undersuit. And I think that's really well represented by having him have this moment where he's trying to learn from, motivate, and inspire the other Star Hunters without his powers. He's relying on Kendall to act as a translator to tell him, they're telling him what other people are saying. And I really like the idea of having this happen before Orion gains his powers back, because I really always like that. Thank you, Sam. So one thing that this might be a little chance for some audience participation here. I want to get 3 or 4 things that'd be cool, kind of unique things um, that some of these Star Hunters fight for. Um, that we could have in this scene where like these people are saying, this is what I fight for, this is what I fight for, this is what I fight for, and then Orion starts going to trying to motivate them and saying, well, you know, if that's what you want to fight for, then let's fight for it. So I will ask you, chat, Sam, Silva, anyone in chat, uh, do you have any ideas of a couple things that would be really cool things for someone to be fighting for, defending their world from an invasion of evil giant robots? Something that would be a motivating factor that would motivate someone to get up and climb into the robot. Oh, thanks, Sam. Have a good night. Thanks for dropping by. I feel about this passage, because this is doing this whole fight for, fight power, friendship, fight for things. But part of being a star hunter is about chasing your goals. And this is talking about things that people are fighting for, but it's not talking about their goals. So I don't like it. Good ideas, just not the tone I'm looking for. I like this better. I like this better because this isn't like the "What will you fight for? Will you fight alongside me?" But this is like, because that's not what the Star Hunters are. The Star Hunters are about chasing your dreams, going after your goals. What are your goals that are driving you? And I like that a lot better for this. Okay, now we're gonna talk about the motto. This is where Orion's gonna give his kind of speech about the motto. How do I spell this word? Oh, it's 2 words. Okay, 2 words. Single-mindedly. Okay. Alrighty. Stars. Have wonderful adventures. the stars have wonderful adventures. This is like taking the motto and breaking it down for what it means to Orion. That was alright. That was an alright breakdown of the motto. Why am I so hungry now? I didn't really eat anything today. I ate earlier today. I ate once. Alright, so we're at about 1,000 words. So now we get to the back half of this chapter. So that's the inspires to share the personal goals, things they live or fight for. Gives a speech sharing the meaning behind the motto, what it means to him. So now for the back half, we're going to talk about how as all the Star Hunters begin to be more inspired, their machines, they begin to regain their powers. we are chugging along. Was it orientation when he repeated the motto? I think it's funny that I'm finding a lore explanation for something that I just made up 4 years ago. Writing this has been a journey. Okay, yeah. It was orientation. Alrighty. I think no, we're not done with the chapter yet. We still have like a quarter of the chapter left to. Oh yeah, we've got tons of the chapter left to go. Arguably, I could make it a short chapter because we have had some long chapters. No, he hasn't meditated yet. Oh no, did OBS disconnect? Oh, hey Nabaru, sorry I didn't see you there. We're doing all right. We're chugging along with getting some words done. I think we've gotten a little over 1,000 words done so far. Uh, Stream just disconnected and reconnected, so we are chugging right along. Oh. But how was your day, Nabaru? Oh no, not the horror of Christmas shopping. Anything but that, Nabiru. Oh no. I know what you meant. Rapping is fun. Oh no, that's always rough when it's difficult to shop for somebody. And it's like it's always frustrating to like buy super early because if you're buying somebody something that they need and you buy it super early for them, right? There's a chance they just buy it for themselves. All the stores, I guess, suddenly decided, nah, maybe they did stock it, but it already got sold out. Maybe that's what happened, Nabiru. Just cards. Oh no. Okay. Well, I hope you find what you're looking for, Nabiru. Evil spendy one-day shopping. Oh no. Oh, did I forget to log out of Facebook? Yeah, I did. Not log out. You know, you never really want to log out of Facebook. You just kind of close it. Well, I hope the evil spendy one-day shopping. Oh noes. Oh, shipping. Shipping. Okay, sorry. I'm not good at shipping. I don't ship things at all. I don't write relationships, so I don't ship characters. I don't ship packages. I just don't do shipping. What can I say? I don't do shipping. Where'd I get a B from? Goodness gravy. Wow. Look at this monkey. Ah, boy. Can I help you? Why are you spamming? Why are you spamming my chat? Please don't spam emotes. You asking if I'm the monkey? Well, welcome to my stream. It's always nice to meet new people. I am Oriansenshi, a mech pilot VTuber. I do I do writing, I do RPG Maker stuff. I'm probably going to be doing some more gaming. I love RPGs and stories. What do you... Oh, did I do something weird in one of my Minecraft streams? Oh, you're just trolling? Okay, well, hope you have fun trolling. How was your day, by the way? And I always like to ask people, what are their goals? What are you working towards or hoping for in the future? I get that it's a goof. I always like to encourage people to be taking intelligent and thought out steps towards their goals, and I always like to hear what other people are working on. Just making enough money, that's a very powerful goal. Yeah. Making enough money to survive is very important. So like, are you happy at your job, or are you looking for another job, or are you like, what steps can you take? I know that sometimes there's doesn't feel like there's any steps at all, but I always like to ask when I hear about what people are working towards, I like to ask, what steps are you taking? Oh, you're only 13. Oh. Oh, goodness gravy. So do you have a, like, I don't know, are you even allowed to get a part-time job at 13? Like, that's a, like, what, oh, okay. For 13, that's not bad. That's pretty good. What kind of stuff do you want to make money for? Like, are you helping out family with bills, or are you trying to buy yourself video games and buy yourself some creature comfort stuff, or are you buying food? What are you hoping to have enough money for? Yeah, that makes sense. Well, when you say keep people off the streets, are you helping with keeping your friends off the streets or keeping people you know off the streets? Are you contributing towards like a housing stuff or just to have a normal life? Yeah. That's a that is a precious and valuable and truly special goal to work towards. So I am a VTuber, which means I'm a virtual YouTuber, and I have um, lore and backstory behind the character that I kind of portray as part of this. And I try to craft my character's lore around experiences that I've had in reality. And since I enjoy writing, what the project I'm currently working on is I'm working on writing my character's lore into a novel, which has been this big adventure right now. We're on chapter 23 out of 7 chapters. Um, and this chapter has been all about the character realizing that even without his superpowers, even without his super suit and his giant robot, he still had power. And trying to use that power. Oh, my stream is lagging. Oh no. Yeah, I see I'm having some connection issues. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Not sure if there's anything I can do about that. It lagged for a bit. Okay, is it back? Is it back from lagging? Uh, why? Why is AVG doing its random check now? All right, looks like we're back. All right. So anyway, this chapter is about learning that you have that the character learning that he has power even when he doesn't have his superpower, and that power being able to meditate, process things, listen to other people, and caring about other people and helping to help other people work through stuff. The power is community. And that's been a lot of what this chapter has been about, as he's been on a quest to regain his superpowers. Now, the main character is based on me, so of course you want the main character to be really cool, but I also try to express the main character going through stuff because it's no fun to read a story where the main character doesn't really go through any troubles. So what should I call you? Should I call you boy, look at, or monkey, or ah? What should I call you? My current goal is to try to finish this first draft that I'm working on by the end of this week. And then I'll figure out what I'm going to be doing for stream after. Probably not touch this until the new year when I go back to do some revisions. Other streamers call me the boys. Okay, boys. How'd you find my stream? I'm curious. It's your original name? Hey, nothing wrong with that. You're relaxing? That's cool. I mean, I could collab with another streamer. Oh, you know one? You know one that you think I could collab with? Okay. Well, I'm not going to say right here and now that I'm going to go collab with someone. I'm not going to make a promise that I'm not going to... I don't make promises that I don't deliver on. So, I'd always be willing to think about it or take it under consideration. Who are you suggesting? I'm not sure what we do because I don't have a very powerful PC, so most of my stuff is just chilling and writing. I don't know, maybe we could find some games that we both play. Macaulay Wilson, let's see. No, don't do that. I don't want you to interrupt somebody else's stream, especially because I don't know if I'd be able to coordinate. Macaulay Wilson looks like it's the name of a famous soccer player. Oh wait, no, that one. Not a disconnect. Yeah, we should be back. We should be back. Oh, you know him? I would say he's not a small streamer. He's got 8.6 thousand subscribers. We should be back. We should be coming back. Should be coming back. It happens. It happens. It's coming back slowly? Okay. Slowly but surely. I probably do, but that's not exactly an option with where I'm living right now. Alrighty. Yes. Yes, I am. What, in my stream right now? Yeah. There's usually only a couple people in here. I can see that. One of the things I always encourage people to do is also to work on whatever projects, goals, homework, things that they have going on, and have this be kind of like a creative time where we're all working on stuff separately but together at the same time. Hey Jay, welcome, welcome. How are you doing? You're tired? Oh no, have a rough day at work, Jay? Writing is going pretty good. We are working through chapter 23 out of 27. So we are in the home stretch. I'm hoping to have this, oh, you're retired? Okay. Alright, so I still need probably another, at least, like, 200 to 300 words in this chapter to really round it out. So that'll probably just be describing the return to power. So, how's your writing going? Because I remember you said you're working on a light novel too, right? Oh, you took a break? Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you got to step away in order to step forward. So what have you been working on? You say you're tired, and you took a break from your writing. What's going on in your life, Jay? Curious, what you got going on? Oh no, that sounds really rough, Jay. But I'm sure it brings you a lot of joy to see them running around and having fun. That's good. I'm glad. Oh, you're getting back into Cardfight Vanguard. Okay. You playing standard or you playing premium? I gotta scroll back and look at how I described this room before, where he first got his powers awoken. Hmm. Oh, you're getting into Brandgate, so you're doing the standard stuff. Okay. The new Stargate. I've learned a little bit about it. I'm sad that they don't have any giant robots anymore. Yeah, I miss D-Police too. Alright, a wide chamber. With the walls. Okay. Yeah, someone was explaining that the waifu girls in Brantgate like put their enemies in horny jail or something. That's how Zwei was describing it. Alright, so this is how I put this. Alright. Going on tonight? Oh my gosh. Link Joker's locked even if it's not the same. That thing seemed almost... Yeah, sorry about tonight. I've been just like disconnecting and reconnecting all night long, and I know the boys was just mentioning that I was lagging a whole bunch. Tonight has just been really rough. I mean, I know they finally started releasing lore stuff, so I don't know. Maybe, I mean, I know Link Joker did create some artificial life forms that they left behind in Brantgate, the alien things. But doesn't Brantgate also have some kind of like hero archetype, some kind of like superhero archetype or something like that? Okay. Yeah, they have something. What's it called? B heroes? B hero, yeah. It's a sub-nation exclusive to the Brantgate, first introduced in D-Booster Set 6, Blazing Dragon Reborn. B-Hero subclan revolves their game plan around the set order Galactic Base Aegis, which when set is able to search the top 7 cards of the deck for up to 3 B-Hero cards, 1 to add to hand and the remaining cards to be scouted to base. Not only does setting the base filter the deck of regular units, thus increasing the chance of player to drive check triggers, but those scouted B-Hero units on standby within the base can be called to rearguard or guardian circle via resting a copy of Galactic Base Aegis. The actual members of the B-Hero Corps possess a wide array of skills, ranging from increased power, shield, swapping units from the same column to allow more attacks, or the ability to scout other members from different zones, such as hand or drop zone to the main vanguard of the subclan Galactic B-Hero Unite Dinos, increases power of all front row B-Hero rear guards during both turns, while also being able to increase his own power and critical based on the number of bases set in the order zone. Yeah. There, that's... I literally just read the wiki. Yes, come to Orian streams and listen to him read wikis. Some old man wanted me to wanted to record me reading one of his books to do like a voiceover for his book because I was so expressive, and I was like, that's cool. Except I think he also wanted to use my voice for some scam stuff, and I was like, not my best, not my favorite option. Yeah, the Brantgate has the girls that send enemy units to some kind of a prison. It's a Vanguard thing. They like banish enemy units to some kind of special prison and then gain effects for units in their prison. You should know about this more than I do, Jay. Play more Vanguard than I do. Aurora, Fierce Princess, Seraph, Pure Light. Yeah, that one. Oh yeah, that's one of the main units in. That's one of the main decks in Brantgate. There's another one in Brantgate. I ain't got me looking this stuff up. I'm getting all distracted. Because they got the alien, they've got the cyber dragons, they've got the yeah, they've got Hero, Valstra, Gravidia, Cardinal, and Aura Battle Princess. Okay. I think we're done with this chapter. Let me see. Yeah, I've heard Chrono Jet's back. What are you planning? I know you said you're planning to play Brant Gate. Have you done any research, Jay, into what kind of what kind of deck you want to build? You still researching? Okay, Jay. Yeah, I do too. I miss them a lot. I'll admit, when I was started researching Vanguard about the possibility of picking it back up again, I was really hoping that there would be some version of Dayusha and Daikaiser in Standard that I could pick back up because I always enjoy them, right? Um, like yeah, it's in like they did have the reprints in V, but like that's not standard. That's not what most people are playing. You don't have access to the orders and all of the cool new mechanics and all of that stuff. Okay. All right, I think that's chapter 23 done. We didn't get to chapter 24 today. I'll probably get to chapter 24 later after stream. Let's see, how many words is this? Yeah, it's good. I'll probably work on chapter 24 after stream. Just because I want to make some good progress on it. Because chapter 24 is... It's going to be another one of those things where I have very little planned. I want that to be where a lot of these plot threads start to come together. Yeah. Oh goodness, Nabiru, you and your naughty jokes. The Brant Gate officers put the angel feathers into horny jail. Which one is more? Because the angel feathers do get a little bit risque. And the rescue checks are straight out of hell. Alright. How many words? We got over 2,000, just over 2,000 words done today because... Yeah, we did all of chapter 23 today, so we got over 2,000 words. I'd call that a success. I might redo my plan for what I do in chapter 24 because like that is an important chapter and I want to make sure I'm doing it well. All right. Tonight's been interesting. We've had some people come through. We've had some people come through. It's been nice having some people come through. I always like it when multiple people come through. It's not that I don't like having the same people, like having regulars and having consistent people. It's just that it's always nice to meet new people and see other people come through the stream. All right. Yeah. Do a Vanguard stream. What? Do a Vanguard stream. What would that even look like? Isn't there a Vanguard game on? No, that Vanguard game's on Switch, so there's no way I could even play it. But it has. I know it has all this stuff. Maybe if I got a Switch and a capture card, could do that. Could do that. That could be interesting. That could definitely be different. Very different direction for my content. I was trying to turn down the music. There we go. Trying to turn down the music, and I didn't mean to turn it all the way down. I could do Vanguard Zero. Could do Vanguard Zero. There is the mobile game. Or I could do the thing where like I buy packs of cards and I open them on stream and then like talk about which ones I like. Do pack openings on stream. Not sure how on brand that would be for me, but that would be interesting nonetheless. Yeah. We talked about that. That map was made in RPG Maker. I can tell you because it has the RPG Maker assets in it. I know them a mile away. All right. Well, thank you all for coming. Why is my connection just being so terrible tonight? Oh my gosh. All of the clicking. What guy who was caught cheating? I mean, a lot of people get caught cheating at games. So like in my old Vanguard group, there was this dude that like um had this reputation for like thinking everything was about him and like accusing everyone of cheating and like cuz Vanguard can be a very random game. You check triggers as you go, right? Uh so sometimes random impossibilities are going to happen. Like someone did the math and it's like was it like a 2% chance or a 5% chance to check two copies of the same trigger back to back in your average Vanguard game. And like the number of times I banked on double triggering um yet like and saw it come through for me was huge. And for a while, that led to some very unhealthy habits. Like the number of times when I'd be like, I shouldn't do this thing. There's a very high probability this thing is going to end poorly for me, not just in game, but in life. And I would be like, well, you know what? I bet on double triggers all the time. Let's go! And then do something ridiculously stupid. It started bleeding over into real life. And like stuff was fun, but stuff was kind of dumb. Why? Why is everything lagging out of existence? You just have to you can't have more than 4 copies of the same card. So in the beginning with Vanguard, a lot of clans didn't have enough crits. Or if you ran all of the crits, you'd run crits that weren't your same archetype. So if you needed an archetype specific counterblast, there was a chance you wouldn't get it if you were running, yeah, double heals. Like it happens. I remember one time there was this kid came through the shop that I was playing at. He was like young kid, like in his teen, and I played him, and I think he was still learning the game, and um oh, that's cool, Naberu. The kid was still learning the game, and I was playing my Dayusha deck, and at the time I was using Goyusha as my starter, and I opened the pieces and did the superior ride. Well, you just need the number of pieces, and I did the superior ride to go. Like I rode grade 1 because I went first. He rode grade 1. Then I rode grade 2 and I went to grade 3 while he was still in grade 2, I think. And I gained power for stuff. I used my power boosting ability, so I gained the extra crit. And I dumped my hand on the field for Laurel. And I swung in at his Vanguard. He didn't have enough to block. No, I think he blocked me 2 pass. And I checked 2 crits, and that was like, and it was the first damage I dealt him. So it was like 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, that's spicy, Jay. So that I dealt 4 damage on the first hit, then I laureled and I swung again, and he blocked. I think he dumped his entire hand, and I checked 2 more triggers. So that was 6 crit for the final hit. There was no healing out of it. And I felt so bad about what I did to this poor kid. You know what I miss? I miss going to regionals. I miss going all the way up to New York for the New York regionals. What was it, like White something or other? Not White Marsh. White something. It was like near Rochester area for regionals. I used to do that every year. I went to a Houston regional once, and that was fun. All right. Well, this has been fun. Got just over 2K words written, which was fun, which was nice. That was nice and spicy. Got had a lot of good times chit chatting about Vanguard and about other stuff and other games. Like I said, I'm hoping to finish this first draft sometime this week, and then after I finish the first draft, I'm gonna set it aside so I just don't touch it for a while. And then in the start of the new year, I will start editing it. I'll probably go over it with Grammarly, fine tune a couple things, make sure there's not any continuity errors, and maybe strengthen up some parts of the writing. I also got to find people who want to read my writing and give me feedback. All right, so I want to say to see everybody who was in stream today. We had Jay, we had Nabaru. I know we had Silva way back there. We had the boys. Well, it's funny. I think the boys was expecting me to ban them when they came in and trolled, but it was really kind of wholesome uh having some interactions with that kid. Hopefully they come back. Sam, also, thank you for dropping by, and and to everyone who swung by, anyone who watches the VOD, anyone who lurked. I want to say to all of you that I love all of you, and I believe each and every one of you. I think that you all are unique, wonderful, precious, and important. I believe that each one of you brings something special to everything you do that only you can. Oh gosh, Aquaforce for life. Oh goodness gravy, Jim. I believe that all of you make this world better just by being in it, and every day I'm grateful to live in a world with you in it. Always remember the Star Hunter motto: shoot for the stars, have wonderful adventures, live your dreams, and always, always, always stop to enjoy the meat. Funny, I actually explained that in the story like twice today, which is funny. Um, like once or twice, but I really delved into it, which was nice. Uh, so also I would ask if you could please like the stream. It helps the algorithm with sharing it with other people. Um, if you have any questions, suggestions, thoughts, things you think I could do for more content, or any suggestions of how I could improve as a streamer, feel free to leave it in a comment. As long as you're not banned, I'll definitely read it. I may not respond to all of it, and um, I may not follow up on whatever suggestions you make, but I definitely will read everything as long as you're not banned. Because then I physically can't. Have yourselves a wonderful night. Also, if you want to keep up with what I'm doing, be sure to subscribe and ding the notification bell to let you know whenever I go live and whenever I release any new content. If you have any friends you think might enjoy my content or enjoy these chill times and creative vibes, Be sure to let them know, show them the VOD, bring them around stream sometime. It'll definitely be a good time. Next stream is planned to be Friday at 8:30 p.m. EST. Probably gonna be trying to finish this up. Hopefully that might end up being the last stream as I finish up the final chapter, depending on how this week goes. That might end up being writing the final chapter and finishing the first draft. We'll see. But yeah. Good night, everybody. Also, if you want to keep up with what I'm doing outside of YouTube, there's a link to my Discord as well as to my Twitter in the description below. I'm active on both fairly regularly, more on the Twitter. And always remember, you're never required to donate anything or to give anything to be a part of this community. You are always a welcome member of this community, no matter what, as long as you aren't hurting other people. And are obeying the rules. But if you ever feel motivated to give to improve my life or to improve the stream in any way, shape, or form, there are links where you can do that in the description below. Have yourselves a wonderful night. I hope you all have a great week and are able to chase your dreams and to take intelligent, thought out steps towards your goals this week. Have yourselves a great week.